What's up, gamers? It's Above, and today I'm bringing you the Proving Grounds Grandmaster Nightfall guide for Season of the Lost. This is the second time this Nightfall has entered the Grandmaster rotation, but a lot has changed since Season of the Chosen. Ursa Furiosa super regen has been nerfed, Anarchy had its reserves and boss damage reduced, and we no longer have tools like Anti-Barrier Sniper at our disposal. This means we'll need to be a bit more thoughtful about how we manage the infamous tank and boss room encounters, both of which I'll be covering in this video to make sure your double loot farms for Adept Palindrome go as smoothly as possible all week long. If you guys find this guide useful, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into it. Starting with my recommended team comp, we ran one Revenant Hunter with Aeon Swifts and two Banner Shield Titans with Ursa Furiosa. The Revenant Hunter's Silence and Squall excels at suppressing large groups of adds in the tank encounter, and the super is able to clear out narrow corridors on its own throughout this Nightfall. With that said, the Rev Hunter can be substituted for a Shadebinder Warlock if you'd so prefer. The Banner Shields shine in the tank encounter as well, as they allow you to safely clear the most threatening enemies and generate a silly number of orbs in the process. Though Banner Shield's super regen has been nerfed, they still buy you plenty of time to clear adds. Though you won't have 100% uptime with these supers like you used to, you'll be generating plenty of orbs for your fire team to pop multiple supers in the tank encounter alone. As for weapon loadouts, you'll need to cover both Void and Solar Shields, with an RNG chance of an Arc Centurion appearing in the tank encounter as well. You'll also need to come equipped for both Barrier and Unstoppable champions. We ran one Anarchy to passively break the shield domes, one Ariana's Vow for long-range anti-barrier, and one Vex Mythoclast to prime enemies with particle deconstruction. Since your Rev Hunter will be the one generating heavy ammo for your fire team with Aeons, it's ideal to have them be the one running Vex. Exotic primary kills significantly increase the heavy ammo drop rates for that person, which means all three of you should have fantastic ammo economy throughout this GM. Additionally, it allows your hunter to prime targets with particle deconstruction while your titans chain their banner shields. The ideal loadouts would be as follows. Your Revenant Hunter runs a kinetic sniper, Vex Mythoclast, and a linear fusion. Your first banner shield titan runs an unstoppable pulse, Ariana's Vow, and a linear fusion, while your second titan runs a kinetic sniper, an anti-barrier AR, and Anarchy. As for key armor mods, I recommend Unstoppable Fusion and Pulse, Anti-Barrier AR, as well as Fusion Rifle Finders and Scabs. We also used Particle Deconstruction for a 41% debuff on bosses and champions, Taking Charge and Protective Light for an additional 50% damage resist when our shields are broken, and Solar Resist and Concussive Dampener to counter this week's unique GM modifier, Ignivoon's Challenge, that increases incoming splash and knockback damage. This allows you to combat the abundance of solar splash damage in this Nightfall, including the likes of the tanks and Ignivoon's Solar Seekers. Your Revenant Hunter should be running Sect of Insight on their Aeons to provide heavy ammo to your fire team, as well as Special Finisher and Reactive Pulse to give them an overshield each time they finish a champion. Diving right into the Nightfall, hop on your Sparrow and head left to the pipes on the side of the hill. There is but one turret that spawns in this entire area, which makes this a great place to clear adds from as you approach the land tank. Start by taking out the Unstoppable champion at the bottom of the hill, then push up and take out the turret. As you pass this location, a barrier champion will spawn in. Take out the champ, then continue pushing up towards the top of the hill. You don't need to worry about the rest of the adds just yet. As you push up, another Unstop will spawn in, but you actually want to leave this one alive to prevent overlapping the mini-boss spawn. So, continue pushing up to the top of the hill, where there will be 3 more turrets to take care of, 1 on your close left and 2 on your far right. Prioritize these first, because if you forget about them, they will absolutely shred you later on. Clear the adds, then take out the Unstoppable champion. It is at this point that the door to the land tank will open and spawn the mini-boss along with another Unstop. We like to spawn kill the champ, allowing us to focus solely on the mini-boss. You'll need to reach the 50% health gate to progress the encounter. When you reach this health gate, the boss will spawn a shield dome and another unstoppable champion will spawn out of the door to your left. Stun the champ as it walks out, get it weak, and then finish it to replenish your heavy ammo. Clear the adds, then draw the aggro of the mini-boss towards you while your Anarchy user wraps behind him to break the shield dome. I want to note that you should only apply one Anarchy at a time, or it will not deal damage, similar to how the Blights in Prophecy work. You will need to stick the dome on 2 separate occasions to break it, and when you do so, focus on the mini-boss and kill it. Once dead, the door to the land tank will open once more, and we're moving on. Before jumping down, make sure both of your banner shields are ready to go. There will be a few ads you can clear from up top, and as you drop down, 2 barrier champions, 2 Centurion mini bosses, 3 interceptors, and a wave of trash mobs will spawn in. The timing of your banner shields will be crucial for success in this encounter, so make sure you're keeping a close eye on your super bar and communicating with one another regarding when the next Titan should pop. I like to count down from 5 when my super has 1/4 remaining and have the second banner shield pop at around 2 seconds left on my super. This ensures there's no downtime between the 2 banner shields, which is vital during the tank portion of this encounter. As you drop down, pop a banner shield and immediately throw your Revenant super at the middle bridge where the 2 champions and mini bosses reside. This will suppress them long enough for you to clear the other priority targets. Start by focusing on the snipers perched on the platforms to your right and left, and focus on the Centurion mini boss that pushes up towards you aggressively. You may have some downtime between supers here, so if you do, throw your tall wall and play cover until you're able to chain supers once again. There should only be 5 to 10 seconds of downtime at the most. Next, focus on the barrier champions. Once these are dead, the only remaining threats are the interceptors, which you can easily avoid by keeping cover on the high ground. Their hitboxes are a bit wonky, however, so you'll likely need to use a few linear shots to kill each of them. Take out the interceptors to your close right and left, collect ammo if needed, then kill the final interceptor at the back of the room to progress the encounter. As the last phase starts, I recommend rotating to the back right-hand corner of the room. The bay doors will open, and it is at this point that you'll want to pop your first banner shield. While this is happening, throw your Revenant super to the middle bridge once again to suppress the ads while you deal with the right-hand side of the encounter. Prioritize the snipers to your top right and left first, then prime the tank with particle deconstruction and kill it. Once dead, focus on the barrier champion on the ramp below you and take it out. Remember, if you're a Titan, focus on the timings of your banner shields, and don't get greedy if a champion is almost dead. This will help avoid silly wipes. As the first tank dies, the second will shift to the back right-hand side of the room. Make sure you kill it as quickly as possible, because once both tanks are gone, the encounter becomes significantly easier. This will give you much more freedom to roam around the back half of the room with limited one-shot potential, allowing you to clear ads safely. Clear the room, get a finisher on the final barrier champion, the door will open, and we're moving on. Now for the power flow encounter. The objective here is to take the 2 charges that sit outside on top of the tank tracks and plant them in the center room. Each side has a mini boss and a champion defending the charge, alongside scions, gladiators, and other trash mobs. As you enter, pop a banner shield in the doorway and get the unstoppable champion weak. Back up and get a finisher on the champion to restock on heavy ammo. The mini boss will jump down to the central orb platform to your left, where you can kill it rather easily. Just make sure to keep an eye out for the scion up top as well. Once the room is clear, pick up the orb, then drop it again. We'll be picking this back up later on. This will open the door, behind which will be several gladiators. These are extremely aggressive, so you can either anarchy trap the doorway or simply take them out from a distance. Once dead, take out the turret to your top left, followed by the barrier champion to your right. Once the room is clear, pick up the orb and dunk the ball. This will open the door that leads to the other side. You're going to rinse and repeat this exact process, with the only change being that the unstop has been replaced with a barrier champion. Pop a banner shield and clear the room, but make sure to leave the mini boss alive. When you kill the mini boss, more gladiators will spawn behind you, so make sure you're in a safe position before doing so. Throw your silence and squall to clear the next wave of gladiators, then pick up all of the orbs that your banner shields made near that doorway. You should get your super back almost instantly. Take out the barrier, dunk the second orb, and the door to the elevator will open. This will spawn a wave of dogs, legionaries, an unstop, and a barrier champion. Pop your silence and squall in this corridor, and use your banner shields if you'd like. You'll be getting the entirety of your supers back when you start the boss encounter anyways. Clear the ads, and get a finisher on the final champion to restock on ammo before the boss fight. Positioning is everything in this encounter, and is actually pretty simple once you have the rotations down. We like to play from the right corner near the oven, allowing us to bait the solar seekers if needed. Activate the lever, then head towards the oven and have one of your titans pop a banner shield to block the first wave of seekers. Prime the boss with particle deconstruction, then begin to DPS. After you've done a bit of damage, you'll receive an audio cue for ads spawning in above you on both sides. Spawn kill both of these as they drop down, then continue to damage the boss and bait out the fireball attacks. If for some reason you don't have a banner shield available, you can pass through these hallways, causing the orbs to crash into the platform above you. Once the boss hits 2/3 health, he'll put up his protective shield and spawn in 2 unstoppable champions. I like to group up and spawn kill the left unstop first, but don't try to stun the champ until it has completely settled outside of the doorway, otherwise it will bug the stun and allow it to rush towards you. Keep in mind that you'll have to balance the fireball attacks from the boss while trying to kill the unstop, which is why banner shields are so important yet again. Once dead, keep an eye out for the second unstop making its way over to you, and remember that you can use the hallways to bait him and the fireballs safely if needed. Take out the second unstop, then wait for the fireball attacks to conclude. The boss has a limited number of fireballs that he can summon, so simply wait for them to stop, then bait the boss for your anarchy user, allowing them to enter the bubble and break the shield once again. When you do this, ads will spawn out of the doors to your top right and left once more, and the boss will start shooting solar seekers again, so you'll want to spawn kill the ads and bait the seekers through the oven. Continue damaging the boss, and when he reaches the 1/3 health gate, you'll want to rotate to the far side of the room from which you entered. This gives you plenty of leeway to take out the unstops, and as long as you're near the back wall, the solar seekers can actually reach you. Take out the right unstop first, then get a finisher on the second unstop as it pushes up towards you. Wait for the solar seeker waves to conclude once again, then send 1 person right, 1 person left, and keep 1 person in the middle of the room to draw aggro. This will allow you to bait the boss while your anarchy user jumps up to stick the shield to break it once more, and when it does break, the boss will jump down to the center of the room and begin to aggro you. Kill the ads that jump down on your right and left hand side, continue to use the hallway to bait the boss, and kill it to make the Proving Grounds Grandmaster Nightfall a GG. If you found this guide useful, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated, and to celebrate our conquers, Advanced GG has made code above 30% off through Sunday, November 13th. So if you want to go above and beyond to support me, the link can be found in the description below. There's no better time to stock up on your favorite flavors before the holidays. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!